a piece of history in NRLW, and for both of these clubs, the Newcastle Knights and the Parramatta Eels. For both of these teams, first taste of action in Women's Rugby League. Newcastle will be kicking off. Parramatta will have first use of the football, and keep an eye on both number ones. The captain for the Knights, Romy Teitzel, coming down from North Queensland, where she was one of the best players in the BHP Premiership, the statewide competition throughout Queensland last year, while playing for the North Queensland Gold Stars. And Bo Vetty-Welsh, an established star in Women's Rugby League, certainly someone to keep an eye on this afternoon. There's experienced players right across the park, plus a few new names in NRLW. And we are underway for the final game in our triple header. It's the home side, the Knights, up against the Parramatta Eels. And this is shaping up to be a beauty. With the talent that is on display this afternoon in this game, you'd expect that this one will go down to the wire. It is Samaima Taufa, one of the experienced players in the lineup. The Eels captain wearing jersey number 13. Nita Maynard, bang, big hit on the Parramatta number 9. Ellie Johnston is wearing jersey number 20. Maddie Studden with the kick. Was originally listed in 20, of course, the halfback wearing jersey number 7. There's a bit of sting in the chase there from the Eels chasers in Vaughan and Penatani coming through.
Got to see a bit of that pack that the Parramatta Eels are famous for having this competition. Really fast feet, a really mobile pack, and we can see that they went to it straight away and then finished off with a nice kick chase to pin the Knights down and make it hard for them. But they found some space.
Nuasala, 10 short of the halfway line. It was a good run and gets a penalty on the back of it as well.
There's a beautiful short pass there. Parramatta team on the outside overread the play. Catch and pass into space. That's an area of the game the Knights have really worked hard on in the off-season. Their attention to detail with their catch and passing is on display there.
Looking forward to seeing how this contest unfolds. Sun shining at McDonald Jones Stadium, which is great to see. Here's Aneta Nuasala. Second strong hit up for her. Now Poko. They continue to shift here, the Knights. Bobby Law. .15 away from the line. Big chance here. Caitlin Johnston. We saw the halves, Autumn Rain Stevens and Tallulah Tillett. We've seen them in the All-Stars and other levels of the game coming through. Plenty of quality about them. Here is Tillett now. Just held up the pass beautifully. And it's going to be the fullback, Romy Teitzel, the captain, to open the scoring for the Knights.
Well, their attacking shape leading into this was just brilliant. We did see Tallulah Tillett in the All-Stars flourish, and she's a name that I've just been so impressed with watching coming through. Teitzel playing off the back of her here, as we see in the Harvey Norman replay, but just taking the line on first, creating a little bit of a space, and then Teitzel backing herself, holding the footy up, that little dummy, and then taking the line on was brilliant. They looked dangerous in the lead up to this play with their attacking shape, putting the Eels in two minds, and just taking the line on at speed.
Yeah, beautiful halfback play there. Just held the ball up, went far enough into the line to commit defenders, but not too far to sell a dump. And then the skipper, Teitzel, ball in two hands, Show gets one-on-one with Maddie Studden and goes over. You'll see it here. Watch the fullback get the ball, Show, go, one-on-one, accelerates through the line. Beautiful play. It's a great ball, this one.
Huge wraps on Tallulah Tillett. We saw her in the All-Stars. She's had back-to-back knee reconstruction, so she hasn't actually even had that much time on the footy field in the last couple of years. So to be able to put this level of football together so quickly, so impressive.
And Poco converts the try.
Thank you. Wait for the whistle, Maddie.
So first blood to the home side, and doesn't McDonald Chain Stadium look good there from the air? Newcastle with a converted try lead. Good conversion too from out wide from Shante Poco. How will the Eels respond?
Joey, you've done a handful of sessions with the Knights girls, particularly in attack and the halves. What have you been working on with them?
Just say catch and pass, the real fundamentals. I think even at the top level, we take for granted catch and pass, getting the ball in front. So it's an area really worked hard with the girls. I've got to say, Dean Witters, the Parramatta coach, talk about the players being sponges. The attention to detail, the want to improve, I was absolutely blown away by it. So it's good to see him getting some of that stuff into practice. Denny Vidiris has been teaching the dummy halves. That was his play. Bedsy, well done. But I've got to say, I was actually really blown away by how much they were desperate to learn and really worked hard at it. It was a pleasure to help them.
There's an error from dummy half, as we mentioned, from Crystal Rotter. And now the Eels, through Maddie Studden, will feed the scrum. Watch out for Bo Betsy Welsh running around the back, but they don't go to her. No, Toka with the run. Now Parramatta through Betsy Welsh. Inside the Knights 30. Can they hit back straight away here, the Eels? And yet another game, as we saw with the previous two, just played at great pace. And what about that for a run? Holly side just going bang. Straight over the top of a couple of defenders. Here's no Toka. Held up the pass beautifully. But the Knights defenders are there in numbers. It was well read. Crystal Rotter was one of those in there. A couple of tackles left in the set here for Parramatta. No Toka. Drifting, now putting on a step. And forced back. Last play, Maddie Studden out the back, calling the shots. They won't go to her. Now she gets it. That second receiver. Players in numbers, both Betsy Wells gets a pass out wide, and they'll go in and score here, the Eels through Rakaya Horn. Their first try in NRLW, and just like that, Parramatta hit back.
They're appealing here for an obstruction, Alana.
Oh, I think they're going to have to take
Yet to be confirmed, the try.
It's a great pass.
good pass from Betsy
Actually,
Welsh.
I'll
You can
take
see
that
here
back.
that Tiana Penatani has run ahead of the ball and obstructed the defensive line from Newcastle. We have a decision.
I have no doubt Penatani, if you can see a replay, you can see that she deliberately runs in front. You can see her actually looking at the Knights defender. So for once, I'd like to apologise to the bunker.
You agree?
I agree. But just watch. Penatani, you'll see her run in front, and you can see deliberately gets in front there. So I'm used to apologising, Salty. Do it many, many times.
It's very rarely to the bunker.
Can only be once.
It is still summer.
It was great attack. It was great depth in that attack. They were fanned back for 30, 35 metres. Looked really sharp.
And the Knights still with that lead. Here's Caitlin Johnston. Very young in age, experienced now, Caitlin Johnston, a representative player. Been on the scene since she was 17 years of age. Here she is again.
Well, she was inspiring in that All-Stars match. Just back-to-back efforts. She got her team on the front foot, got the line moving up in defence, which is crucial, and just had so much energy.
Rangi Marie Edwards-Bruce, a metre short of the halfway line. Now Caitlin Johnston, that's her third touch in this set of 6.
You can see the game plan of the Knights. They're bringing the ball to their right side, really attacking.
Last tackle.
Attacking the Parramatta halfback, Maddie Studden. A couple of times they've got one-on-one with her. She's holding the shoulder.
She grabbed it straight away here, young Caitlin Johnston.
Like her elbow.
So they're looking at her arm here.
The other angle before that, it almost looks like she hyperextends her elbow. Yeah, there they are. Definitely not meant to go that way.
So she was the first player signed by the Newcastle Knights, and they got admitted into the NRLW competition. She's a local. She's still out in the field though. Here's the last tackle. So the kick comes, and that is a very good take from Navidi. No, Toka goes to dummy half. Both teams looking to play an up-tempo style of game, which is great to see. It means we'll be in for some terrific entertainment. It's been one of the features of the 2 games that we've seen so far today, just the pace of the game. And it's a credit to all players involved, Alana, because a lot of these players, or those that weren't involved in the All-Stars, it's their first game in, well, a long time.
8+ months, Salty. They haven't played football in a very long time, but it just shows the effort that they've been putting in off the field, and so much of it by themselves, given the lockdowns and the extended COVID circumstances. But you're right, they've come back, and I think the fitness that the women are playing with at the moment is by far the best we've seen, which is outstanding given they haven't played footy in so long.
The Knights 10 short of the halfway line. And offloads this afternoon in the previous 2 games have been a feature as well. We've seen a couple so far. And this one is Polko going to the halfback in Tallulah Tillett. Had a hand in the Knights' first try, in fact set it up for Romy Teitzel.
Yeah, you only had to see Chelsea Leonard-Dudesy playing for the Broncos in the last game to see how effective the offloads can be, particularly just that second phase footy that the defence isn't ready to play. Very damaging.
Nice fend from Taina Navidi. It's the Eels now, coming out of their own end. On their own 30. Talk about important plays in the lineup. Well, here's a penalty coming, a high tackle.
Well, they needed that Parramatta.
Let me deal with that.
Been really going nowhere with the ball. See Newcastle, the Knights have been moving the ball, using the full width of the field, where Parramatta's just happy just to be hitting it up, playing a very conservative style.
This is a familiar name. Emma Lawrence is with now someone who's watching this game very intently. Craig Teitzel is with Emma Lawrence. Take it away, Emma.
Well, we have eyed off Craig Teitzel, I'll tell you that is for sure, Salty, and we'll wrangle him. I'm sure he's very proud that his daughter scored that first try. We'll bring you that interview very, very shortly.
All right, look forward to hearing that very soon.
What was that? Was that for a strip?
So the Eels looking to hit back. They did cross the line a couple of moments ago if you're just tuning in, but it was called back by the bunker. Joey even agreeing with the decision. Now they come to the left. Here goes Maddie Studden. Betsy Welsh was asking for the ball on the outside. Studden went on her own. Maynard goes now to Betsy Welsh. Long pass to Horn. And they held her up just for a moment, but then she did well to get to the ground, so wouldn't be bundled in the touch. Studden now, getting a pass away. And they're 5 metres away from the line here, the Eels. In fact, make it 2 metres away from the line.
Simona Taufa.
Doing what she does best, and now off the back of it, they'll crash over here. The Eels. Through Kelly Signs.
Last tackle, tackle 6, no try. Can you confirm that momentum stopped and it's a double movement?
All right, let's...
It was great ability
have a look.
to firstly get into space and then to catch the ball low and then rolls forward. She get the ball down.
Oh.
Momentum has stopped. This will be a double movement. Does the ball hit the ground? If the ball hits the ground, surely the ball hits the ground there.
Momentum has stopped in the tackle here and the ball's been promoted over the line. We have a decision.
Thank you.
So this will be no try, and that's 2 decisions in a row, Andrew, that you agree with the bunker.
Yeah, the world is going mad.
What is going on?
Yeah, we all know it's a circus at the moment. I got to say, it's a big moment for the Newcastle NRL. When I first came to the Knights in 1989, I was signed as a junior. A lot was spoken about the players they bought and put together in 1988, and they called them the originals. You look back, there was sort of a ragtag guys from reserve grade, but local guys too, and they put them together. But whenever they played at home, they ripped in, and their game was based around toughness and defence. And I know that the Knights NRL team has taken the same attitude, and you saw in that passage of play there, the desperation, the toughness to get in front, and the desperation to make that tackle. So this is a big moment for the girls here, you know, inspiring the next generation of young girls from this area to play at this level. So it's great to see.
And since you're talking about the early days of the Knights, nice bit of symmetry with these 2 teams playing this afternoon, because it was the Eels that Newcastle played in their first ever game in 1988. Here's a penalty to Newcastle.
That was a huge moment in a lot of young guys, young kids. Moment for Newcastle, because we realised then we could stay in our backyard and chase our dreams. Didn't have to go to Sydney. Back then, going to Sydney was like in another planet. So for the opportunity to stay home and chase your dreams here, it was huge, absolutely huge. So Gary and Gale got Andrew and Matthew for another few years.
I would have been laughing about that.
They weren't so happy the Knights came in.
Crystal Rodder out of dummy half. Big opportunity. Polko out wide it goes. And going for the line is Brizard. Is she going to get there? No, a couple of metres short of the line. It was a good tackle from Joseph A. Daniels. Doing very well. Now, Nuasala, 8 away from the line. Looking for their second try of the game. Polko passing before the line to Lula Tillett. Dummies back towards the post. Will get over the line. Can she get the ball down?
Chids, tackle 4 of no try. Can you confirm that there was an obstruction on Maddie Studden just over here, please?
Well, I don't know if Tillett actually goes behind the decoy runner in Edwards-Bruce. The ball's shown there. I think she stops and doesn't go around the back. I think the contact is made by the Parramatta halfback Studden. The ball is shows the ball, and watch the number 7 for Parramatta. Comes across, and she makes contact.
Tallulah Tillett has run behind the lead runner and gained advantage. We have a decision.
The love affair's
Yeah,
over.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I'm just going to start potting it again. You're in trouble, Bunker. I'd just like to see that again. I don't know if she goes behind.
It'll just be out here.
So no try. Let's have another look at it.
And once again, using the ball, full width of the field.
All right, Emma Lawrence has found Craig Teitzel in the stand, so take it away, Emma.
Thank you. I stalked him, I found him, Craig Teitzel. Thank you so much for your time. How proud were you to be able to watch your daughter Romy score that first try?
Oh, Emma, like that was pretty special. Being the inaugural try for the Newcastle Knights, and to be here and be part of it, yeah, it was really special for the family.
And the family have all flown down from North Queensland today, is that right?
Yeah, they have. We've got a couple of families here from the north, so, you know, we were always going to turn up for the first game, so it's great to see the girls going so well.
Is Romy the favourite? I'll put you on the spot.
Oh, they both have different needs. Romy would say Baden would say Romy, but no, equals, yeah.
There we go. Thank you for your time. Solzy, over to you. We've got some action.
Yeah, we certainly do, but a forward pass there, Emma. A forward pass. It was a near thing there for the Eels, but Casey Badger was right on the spot.
But once again, the desperation, in for all money here, Harvey Norman replay, but the desperation to defend your line. Once again, they took those standards and values that the original Knights set in place in 1988. And once again, the desperation to defend your line.
Romy Teitzel made a huge tackle too when her dad was speaking, so I hope he didn't miss that highlight because she put her body on the line and saved a try out there on that left edge.
It's been one of the hallmarks of her game, playing the North Queensland Gold Stars. It's not what she does in attack, but also too, great reader of defence at the back is Romy Teitzel. They've come close a couple of times, Parramatta. On that occasion, the play it was denied was Sede Ne Takatoka, who's looked lively, the Eels number 6. Now they're 10 short of halfway here, the Knights. On the last. Kick will come from just inside the 40 by Betsy Welsh. There's some room to move here, drifts across field, but then the chasers came and wrap up the dangerous Eels number 1. Ten short of the halfway line, Parramatta. Still got plenty of experience out there despite being a new team. In fact, both teams do. They've both recruited really well. It's great to see more players getting opportunity with the expanded NRLW. And there's an offload. Now Maynard with a bit of room to move. Eels players calling for a set restart, not forthcoming. A couple of the Knights players slow to get back. Studden now with a kick. They're coming out after it. That's really well done there from Teitzel. Read it beautifully. I think gets a quick play the ball as well, and the Knights get out of trouble. Bang! Oh my goodness, what about that for a collision?
They didn't look like they were under too much pressure that set, the Knights in defence. Para just more than happy to truck it up through the middle in one-off sets, and then a little grubber kick wasn't too testing for them. But they're up nice and close to halfway with a couple of play the balls to go.
Autumn Rain Stevens on the halfway line. Both halves dangerous for the Knights. Here's Betsy Welsh giving the ball to Horn, and she's going to be forced back. That's good defence from the Knights. Well done too to Parramatta. It's been well publicised in the weeks leading up to the competition that they sold all the sponsorships on the Eels jersey, and there's big growth in memberships, so well done. In fact, well done to all of the teams in the way that the NRLW is promoted. Just see too how well primed all of these great athletes are heading into this new season. That kick finds touch there from Maddie Studden.
Romy.
The Knights centre there, Bobby Law. Her father, Simon Law, was a professional surfer on the world tour. I know he's here today. Really nervous. And Bobby Law's coming off a couple of knee reconstruction. I thought she'd actually play in the half. She was one of the girls I worked with in the off-season. Tremendous skills, like a lot of the women who were playing a touch footy background. That was her who got absolutely poleaxed the previous set.
Yeah, you expect her in the 6, did you mean?
Yeah, I thought she would have been 5'8". Played the Indigenous game a couple of weeks ago, played well. I'm sure Dad Simon is here, nervous. He might be in the bar. Oh, where's the Law?
Well, if he's your mate.
Fair chance. Some strong defence from the Eels. Just under 15 minutes left in the first half. Georgia Page playing it. Now Scanlon, that's Charlotte Scanlon off the bench. A couple of players off the Knights bench here out there, including Phoebe Desmond. There's a kick from Poco. Up it goes. It was in the air for an eternity. That's a great take from Navidi. Under plenty of pressure, and that ball was left up there for a long time.
That's off you. Lost ball, you're crawling forward and didn't play it properly. Where do you want the scrum?
No.
The Knights are going to get the ball here, but we'll see what has happened to him back play.
I'd love to see that. The catch again and the kick. It's a floating bomb.
It's Nita Maynard on the ground, their hooker. Which is a shame because she's been one of the likely...
Here's the floating bomb. He's right in the belly of the ball, floating around. That's a courageous take because with those floaters or the torpedoes, you cannot jump. Feet are planted to the ground, which means you're fair game. With that straight in the middle of the ball, floating and moving around. Incredible take. Middle field scrum here. 3 split. They'll go to their left.
Ray Stevens goes to Frizard. Well led by the Eels defence. Now they're 12 metres away from the line here, Newcastle, searching for their second try of the game. Menzelman goes to dummy half. Stevens gets a pass away. Now they're looking to shift. Here's Tillett. Teitzel. Good tackle down low. Penatani making the tackle. Tillett with Desmond. Phoebe Desmond, 5 away, just right the centre. Options both sides here for Menzelman. Goes to the left. Now Shante Poco, a couple of metres away from the line. Menzelman to dummy half. It's the last here for the Knights. They go to the left. Stevens goes on her own, but is going to be wrapped up. It'll be a changeover. Autumn Rain Stevens electing to run.
Wait, Jay, wait.
Quarter metre short.
All right, with me.
Well, here's a step, and now a sprint, and they're up over towards the halfway line. Here comes the cover. Teitzel can't make the tackle on Betty Welsh. Up over the 30 now. Here come the cavalry for the Knights. What a run. The Eels now on the front foot.
Betty Welsh, that footwork that she's so famous for, having the footy in 2 hands and breaking the line.
And Penatani with a pass.
And that's what I was talking about early in the game, the attention to detail. Just this pass, here's the run. Look at the footwork and the speed. Comes the fullback, in and away. Great desperation by the Knights. But once again, 2-on-1 on the outside, and just watch the pass goes a little bit behind. Those passes have to hit the mark. Got to be in front. You cannot blow those opportunities.
Joey, a difference too, the wingers' hands weren't up ready to catch. Is that something you worked on, just having the targets up? Because I've noticed that from the Knights women when they're heading in towards their line, their hands up, they're on the move and they're ready to go.
Yep, that's a big part of it. But I think, was that a front rower on the wing?
It was. It was Kennedy Charrington.
There's some laws in place, some rules that cannot be broken.
Pass might have been behind her. No excuse.
Well, if Paul Harrigan was ever on the wing, there'd be big trouble. Just hope he's not listening.
That's good.
Great kick.
That's a sensational kick right down in the corner. Oh, Betsy Welsh better get her skates on because here come the Knights chasers. She gets there, up over the 10 again. Beat the first player again. A dangerous player. She is the Parramatta fullback. We spoke about the two number ones pre-game. They both lived up to the pre-game hype. Bo Betty Wells for the Eels and Rummy Teitzel for the Knights. The Eels now just outside their own 30. They'll go beyond that now because they'll get a penalty. Maddie Studden, wasting no time, kicking that ball into touch. So the Eels just waiting for a second ball to be cleared. And away we go. That's a good strong run from Mailungi. Now Studden goes here to Charrington. And Charrington is going to be stopped 29 metres away from the line.
Jonte early.
Studden linking up with Toka. Gets a pass away, but it was knocked down by a Knights player.
Where do you want the scrum?
No, Toka here shows the skill. Watch as the ball's in the air, the movement of the pass when it's in the air. Look at that. Gets straight to the outside of the defender. Just knocked down there by the Knights winger, Katie Green. But the footwork there, the left foot, to catch the ball on the inside of the defender and then move on the pass. That's skill that it's very hard to coach that stuff. That's just pure instinct.
She's looked the most likely in terms of attack and a bit of spark for the Parramatta Eels. I'm sure we'll see a little bit more from her as the game plays out.
Penatani now shrugs away from one, gets away from another. Eventually they'll wrap her up 5 metres away from the line. Therese Ayton goes to dummy half, finds Maddie Studden. She gets a pass away in the Knights defence. Well, they're caught short in the left side defence, the right for the Eels. Will Parramatta go that way? No, they come back towards the left. And there's a pass between the fullback and Penatani. Bo Betty Welsh wanted it. But Penatani went back to clean up. Now Ayton spots an opening down the short side, goes to Horn, and it was a hospital pass in the end, and she was bundled into touch.
Yeah, just watching the Parramatta team attack. A lot of their attack is coming from the middle of the field, and they're splitting their halves either side. Toka and Studden. I'd like to see them play together, the halves. That's the name of the game. You get in a field position and you let your creative players play together to create room for your strike players. At the moment, just not seeing the halves play together. But the desperation of the Knights' defence, once again, is standing up, defending that try line.
Now the NRL has an incredibly strong connection to the Pacific, and with the volcanic and tsunami devastation that has hit Tonga, the National Rugby League are partnering with the Australian Red Cross to raise money for the recovery efforts. For more information on how you can support, visit nrl.com/Tonga. Six 0 the Knights leading the Eels. It's a head clash there, which is why players have been halted. Jamie Trezard was with the Brisbane Broncos.
Who's been the standout team you've seen, Alana?
Broncos. They're the benchmark, but they've just got so many points of attack. So not only do they win that middle third of the field, they get the roll on, they're able to slow the opposition down in defence, but just when they choose to attack, just from so many different points, they're 6, 7 and 9 all have a really strong kicking game, so they're threatening, which is a big part in the women's game, and a part the kicking game that's been developing really well, particularly in the last 12 months, but they're just that class above at the moment. Dragons were impressive though in the first game.
Here goes Menzelman. Good run out of dummy half, almost reaches the halfway line. Now, Kira Dibb who's out there, and that's going to be a mistake from Charlotte Scanlon.
That's unfortunate. That was great lead-up play by Kira Dibb. The way she showed that ball on the inside and threw the long ball. Created room on the outside. Watch her hide this ball here and then transfers it sideways. Unfortunate, had a lot of room on the outside there, the Knights.
So Betsy Welsh throwing dummies.
She's the one. I feel like anything's going to happen for Parramatta. It's the fullback.
I'd like to see her combine out on the right edge with Toka a little bit, because she's been such a threat taking the line on, but Bovede Welsh has spent so much time, and we'll see her out here again linking up with Maddie Studden, but there's so many opportunities up there on that right end, on the right hand edge.
Aiton goes to dummy half for the Eels, goes to Maddie Studden. She finds Betsy Welsh, who holds up the pass, throws a dummy initially, then gets the pass away to Penatani, and now the Eels are in and they won't be denied.
Well, the second touch, Bovede Welsh, I'm guessing it doesn't matter where she is on the footy field, she's popping up.
Very good player. Off the field is a beauty therapist, Tiana Penatani, an outstanding athlete. Represented Australia in rugby sevens. And we've seen her previously in the NRLW playing for the Dragons. What a great pickup for Parramatta. Now Maddie Studden. From out wide, looking to level things up. 3 minutes left in the first half, so great timing for the Eels to grab that try before the break. Now Studden strikes it very well, and it's there. So we're all locked up at 6 points all.
Stay on.
In the final game of the triple header. And we'll have another triple header for you next week as well.
Got to hang on here, the Knights.
Tallulah, get twerked. Wait here with me. Here. Have a look behind the line.
Just over 2 minutes left in the half, and that one has, I think it was a head clash, it looked like, the contact. Seen a couple this afternoon. Oh, there it is. Ouch. Oh, Abby Church. Well, she's staying out on the field.
All right.
We're trailing. Now they've levelled things up just before the break, and as Andrew John said, Newcastle have to watch out because they're full of running at the moment. Parramatta, here goes Aiton. Toka drifting across. Done that so well. Didn't link up with their outside players then. Last play here for the Eels. Studden puts in a kick. There's a bit of confusion at the back, but Caitlin Varacolo does well.
Yeah, for Knights fans watching, I know they like to follow young players coming through. There's a young woman the Knights have signed, Jessie Southwell. The reps on this young woman are extraordinary. I got to work with her a couple of times in the off-season. And they're looking for an exemption for her play in a couple of weeks. She's only 17. But wait till you see her go. Frightening.
Tell us more. What has she got?
Just skill, speed, power. You can just see, understands the game. She's down there on the sideline. I wonder if we can get her for a quick interview. Her sister plays for the Roosters.
Southwell. She's a gun. 17 physically, Joey. Do you think physically she could do it?
Ready to go. Absolutely ready to go.
Charlotte Scanlon for the Knights. Emma Menzelman, a dummy half. Kira Dibb. Now Tillett. Here's Teitzel. Floats one to Varacolo. 12 away from the line. The dummy half goes Bobby Law. Now straight and hard, but good defence. Phoebe Desmond. We've got last play of the half. Are they thinking one? No, they're not. They might be thinking more than that. Teitzel fires a pass that's gone forward. So it's gone forward, and that will be the last play of the half. An entertaining half as well. Maddie Studden is just in a bit of pain too as the players go into the sheds at half-time. At the break, we're all locked up. The Knights and the Eels, 6-all. It's a really willing 35 minutes of football. Terrific half, in fact. Both teams with moments of momentum going their way. It's the Knights that started out on 5, but the Eels did well to work their way back into the contest. And at the break, there is nothing between these teams. Thank you, Emma. And the stage is now set for what should be an enthralling final 35 minutes here to conclude round 1 of NRLW. Earlier today, the Dragons, what a result that was, defeating the Titans 20 points to 12 in a sensational game. They dominated for most of it, and then the Titans came back and a try right on full time, sealing the victory. And then the Broncos defeated the Roosters 20 points to 4. So 20 points to 4, the 3-time defending premiers in NRLW, the Brisbane Broncos, getting their campaign off to a winning start. Who will come out victorious in this final game? 6-all. There's Maddie Studden kicking off for the Eels. The second half is underway. This will be a seesawing second half, I'm sure. Momentum shifts galore in the opening half. It was the Eels that were ending the half the stronger. Lana Ferguson in commentary. Oh, here's a mistake here from Kira Dibb.
So a captain's
You can challenge it, Kira. Do you want to
challenge it?
Yeah.
And they will challenge.
What have you made of Kira Dibb since she's come on into that 5'8" position, Joey?
For Newcastle, just confirming if there's a knock-on or a strip in that.
Yeah, ball playing. Really good with the ball playing.
Ruled loss, yes.
Quite quick over the advantage line too. I think as the game goes on, a bit more fatigue. Should be dangerous. Here we go. There's a hand in there.
There is a hand there.
Good call.
You'd think this will be successful. There we go. Hand on the ball.
After
Ball
tackle's
comes through.
complete, Parramatta hands gone back in and dislodged the ball. Challenge is successful.
Do penalty against you guys here. All right, penalty against you, hands in after the
A
tackle.
good challenge. Kira Dibb turned straight away to her captain, Romy Teitzel, and said challenge, and it was a successful one. A fine touch on the halfway line. You can just see the clapping there from Katie Green. She's really wanting the ball quickly to get things underway. They want to up the tempo here, the Knights. Autumn Rain Stevens goes for a run out of dummy half. There's good defence there from Sere Ne Toka to the Eels. Kira Dibb with a pass there before the line. Now she's drifting over to the right where they've established a bit of an overlap. The Eels defence adjusted pretty quickly. 20 metres away from the line now, the Knights. Oh, and there's a mistake. That time it is a knock-on.
Where do you want this from?
So
let off there for the Eels as the Knights make an error on the attack.
Yeah, once again, the Knights going to their right side. There's a hand in there. Getting at the Eels halfback, Maddie Studden. Then opening up the field for the big long shift. Unfortunately dropped the ball, but you can see the game plan of the Knights.
What are you thinking this second half? Alana, you know, 6-all at the moment. Which team do you think will go on to win this one? Hard question, I know.
Well, I think both teams have shown really great resilience, but field position is key, and I think the kicking game in particular is really crucial. I wouldn't mind seeing even a couple of early kicks and try and get those wingers to hold back, open a little bit of spaces on the edges. But the other thing that we've seen work really well in terms of just getting that second phase footy and breaking the line a little bit more to make those metres are the offloads. So just earning that field position, we've seen the teams be very dangerous when they are attacking the line, but the kicking game always important.
Also the Knights.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They look good.
If it was 20-0 to Parramatta, what would you say? Yeah, I thought so.
I think though, Joey...
Parramatta captain's challenge. They're looking for a Parramatta challenge. They're looking for a strip here.
I thought it was in the act of making the tackle, where the shoulder or the arm goes at the ball, and now that's in slow motion. It showed in real time.
It's a tackling action only from Newcastle. It is on the ball, but no intent to strip. Challenge is successful.
You're back in love with them?
Hey, Bunko, what are you doing later? You want to come out with the 8th?
I feel like this has to go down in history. You've agreed with the bunker 3 times. Unheard of.
Here's normal speed. It's just a tackle.
Yeah. Well, Abby Church looked bemused straight away. Another successful captain's challenge. If you go out with the bunker, we won't see the bunker for a month.
Mightn't see the bunker for another 6 months after that.
Still 6-all.
You got me excited, mate.
Some good use of the captain's challenge from both teams. Oh, solid hits. Abby Church. Outstanding. And Jemima Taufa was in there as well. We're just used to hits like that from her, the Parramatta captain. Church has been good since coming on. Lula Tillett playing it. Here's a kick from Dib. Finds the ground. Can they get to it?
Where do you want to play the ball?
Katie Green was just waiting for a good bounce. Wasn't forthcoming. That ball could have gone anywhere.
Who's been the standout player today, other than Ali Brigginshaw?
Rachel Pearson for the Dragons, they're number 7, really promising in terms of New South Wales as well, because the development in the halfback position is always looking to improve. I think New South Wales really do need a strong ball player, but she was unbelievable. Her kicking game's really good, but just natural, instinctive, reads the game really well. She's one to keep an eye out for.
Now the Sunday Footy Show is back live on 9. Join our new panel with Freddie, Joey and Billy as this all-star lineup deep dive into all things rugby league and break down the game's biggest topics. Bring it on. Can't wait, Joey.
Should be fun. It'll be fun around Origin time. We've got 2 coaches there.
Yes.
It'll be great banter.
Clear it and lock in. Stay tight.
No, it should be fun.
Go.
What time's it start on Sunday morning?
I think you've got a planning meeting early.
Last tackle gets square.
I'm thinking they're going to tell you at least 2 hours before you have to be there, just in case.
There goes Studden. Bo Betsy Wells. Oh, just couldn't handle it. Tiana Penatani putting it down.
But once again, the attention to detail. You get those opportunities, and you get the overlaps, you've got to nail that pass. Pass just goes in the front. Penatani, that ball's got to find the mark.
Both teams.
What's the reaction in Queensland about Billy coaching Queensland?
I think one of excitement. Real excitement. JT involved as well. Cameron Smith will be with him as well. Here's Tillett. Beautiful pass. Great one. And here goes Law. Bobby Law. Can she stand the field of play? She does. We'll get up and play it. The hair nearly went out as well. But well done, Bobby Law, to stay in the field of play. Now the Knights. They're knocking on the door again, and it's a penalty.
Not quick. Not quick.
They can't take a quick tap. Menzelman with ball in hands. Ooh. Taps and goes. Nuasala, a metre away from the line. Menzelman to dummy half. And crashing onto that one and crashing over is Phoebe Desmond. And the Knights reclaim the leads. Too strong, too powerful. Desmond with the try.
And playing footy up the right end of the field, we see this crash just straight over the line. In the lead up to that, Tallulah
Desmond, what a way to score your first try on debut in NRLW. Hailing from Singleton. She would have loved that one.
From Singleton.
And the conversion is successful. So the Knights leading.
Have a look at this, Salty, in real time.
Love to see it.
Oh, that's outstanding. So 12-6. Can Parramatta hit back? This game's got a lot to like about it. Oh, there was indecision there. Play to the whistle, and then Menzelman has put the ball down as soon as Casey Badger said, play on, play on. The Eels were appealing for an earlier error that wasn't there. Oh, there was an earlier error. Here's a good chance for the Eels. Studden. Had to go to ground. Abby Church, she's been strong, coming off the bench. And 9 away from the line. Now, Nai Toka. Trying to link up with Betty Welsh, who is on that side of the field. They miss Betty Welsh. Now, Nai Toka going on her own. The Eels 5'8" is tackled a couple of metres away from the line. Maynard to dummy half. Long pass. Studden misses the fullback. Betsy Welsh just tries to bat it across, and it is still play on here. Last play for the Eels. Studden, kick for herself, in fact, kick for no one in the end, and that was easy for the Knights. And to compound it, they're going to get a penalty as well because there were some players in front of the kicker.
Well, the last play went to a front rower who then tipped the ball on to their halfback, and there was just no thought or no planning in that kick. That ball has to go to the halfback on that last play, and see how disorganised the kick was, and then also the chasers. And that last play, the dummy half has to find the kicker.
Here's Law. Great to have the Rugby League back on 9. NRLW for the next couple of weeks. Another triple header next Sunday. In fact, we'll have all of the NRLW action for you right through to the grand final on the Sunday afternoon. Here's Tillett throwing a dummy, almost getting through.
In the gong next Sunday, Salty.
How good.
God's country.
Can't wait for it next week. Here's Nuasala. Now Menzelman. Tillett goes to Teitzel. And Romy Teitzel will be wrapped up, and that'll be a changeover.
Talking of the gong, the Charity Shield last night, the Dragons were impressive. Some of their younger players. Sloan, fullback.
Doesn't he look good?
Oh, he moves beautifully. One of those rare players who, when he moves, he can actually gain speed.
Yeah.
The class about him too. Amon, young 5'8". Really, I thought Ben Hunt was sensational.
They missed Ben Hunt the back end of last year, the Dragons. Like having his experience back.
I think Zach Lomax this year will take his game to a whole new level. I think he's on the verge of playing rep footy, Zach. Some of his touches last night.
Gidley flick for a try.
The Gidley flick, that was special.
And an error. Just when they started to get on the front foot there, Parramatta.
Parramatta last night against Penrith, or Parramatta were really impressive. Penrith, a lot of players out. Nathan didn't play, Isaiah Yeo, Fisher Harris, Dylan Edwards. But I thought Parramatta, Dylan Brown, probably the best game I've seen him play. Looks like the game has slowed down for Dylan. They look really strong, Parramatta.
And of course, there's not long now until the NRL season is underway. It all kicks off live on 9 when the Panthers take on the Seagulls. Thursday, March 10. Don't miss your team and the biggest superstars every Thursday, Friday nights and Sunday afternoons live on your home of rugby league, Nine's Wide World of Sports. It's your home of rugby league for
I've got to
years
say,
to come.
Ilias, Lachlan Ilias, the South. You got yourself a long-term halfback there. He did some things last night as well. He's got some class, this young man. He's passing, he's kicking. It's good to have the footy back, isn't it?
Yeah, good. And this has been a great afternoon, and it's not over yet with just over 20 minutes remaining. Caitlin Johnston, strong run from her.
Good set
Enzelman.
of defence from the Eels so far to hold the Knights out.
Law will be wrapped up. It's the last, so it'll be a changeover.
Yeah, where you are?
So the Eels have the ball on their own 20. They want to start to get the ball down the other end of the field, though. Trailing by 6.
Yeah, I still think it's a really important part of the women's game in particular at the moment, that field position. The Eels get a penalty, so that's going to help them get up that end of the field, because so many of the tries, most of the tries that we've seen today have been inside that 20-metre mark.
It looked a bit rattled then around the ruck. The Knights, some quick play, the ball's dummy half running from Parramatta. It's the danger time here. Set start. It's the attacking area. As I said, the Knights quite fatigued.
Ellie Johnston now. She's fresh. She's just come back onto the fields. Nai Toka goes here to Etherden. Tackle 15 metres away from the line. Nita Maynard goes to dummy half. Nate Toka drifting and then giving a beautiful pass away to Samaima Taufa. That was brilliant from the Eels 5'8", and then the skipper, the experienced campaigner in jersey number 13, Samaima Taufa with the try.
Nai Toka, the way that this attacking set was set up, it looked like the halves were going to link up, which Joey spoke about it previously. We'll see here on the Harvey Norman replay. Nai Toka has Maddie Studden out the back, but she takes the line on, straightens up. Samaima Taufa is running a beautiful line, but the fact that they had that halves combination linking up, the defence weren't sure what they were going to do. Some had their eyes out, which created that one-on-one opportunity for Samaima Taufa, and to stop her that close to the line, particularly running a brilliant line of Nai Toka was just great football.
Taufa, did I read during the week that she can squat 180
She
kilos?
is an absolute beast. But also the
180
loveliest
kilos.
person that you will ever meet. But yep, she's tough as nails.
Maddie Studden looking to level things up here. (12-10), about to become 12-all. Just off centre, and the ball falls off the kicking tee. And we'll start again. Might have seen the ball actually starting to fall because she delayed her, well, We might need the days of someone holding the ball up for it. As the wind is starting to pick up. That ball just can't stay on the kicking tee. Here we go. Yeah, it's gone again. Who wants the job of lying down and holding the ball up? She's calling someone over. Oh. So, four-time lucky then. Maynard's coming up. Nita Maynard is coming up to hold the ball. They wouldn't have had to do this before, I wouldn't have thought.
You would have talked to Daryl Halligan about his teeth.
Used to be common occurrence with the sand.
Yes.
Here we go. Yes, there it is. Now we're all locked up. So 12 points all. We are all locked up with just over 17 minutes remaining. The kickoffs landed in open spaces. Ellie Johnston now outside the 20. A really entertaining and hard, tough game of football. Both teams with a converted try each. This will help the Eels' chances to get down the other end of the field.
Tauf has been so strong in the second half. Once again, charging in that defensive line.
We do have Golden Point, by the way, in NRLW. In the event of a draw. Ellie Johnston. Into Knight's territory she goes. Nita Maynard finds Maddie Studden. The Eels with more good field position here. They have spent a lot of the game on the back foot. Studden. Nay Toka. Elusive. And then gets a pass away to Ellie Johnston. Good ball movement from the Eels. Kelly Signs, 15 metres away from the line. Quick play the ball as well too from Kelly Signs. And here's Samaima Taufa again. Looking to charge onto it and stop 3 metres away from the line. Nita Maynard, Nay Toka. Here's Betsy Welsh, good tackle on the fullback. That is a sensational tackle from Frezard.
Body on the line.
Now Nay Toka goes herself, stepping, jinking, trying to get there. It'll be stopped and it'll be a changeover.
Where you are, City?
Good football from both teams. Good defence from the Knights in the end.
Yeah, Frezard playing at left centre during the off-season. She was training at dummy half. I have to say, one of the most excitable people I've ever coached.
She's got a great personality, doesn't she?
Hilarious. But that 2 tackles in a row, sensational defence.
NRL triple header. Hope you're enjoying the afternoon, watching on Channel 9 through New South Wales and, of course, going through Gem in Queensland. We are thinking of everyone in southeast Queensland with the ongoing flood emergency. It's been a tragic weekend. We hope everyone can stay safe right throughout southeast Queensland and into the northern part of New South Wales as well. We certainly are all thinking of you. There's Caitlin Johnston. The ball's come out here.
Caitlin. Wait, stripped from Parramatta, which is a knock-on. It's a Newcastle feed. Where do you want this from? Middle?
So you just had the explanation there from Casey Badger. So the ball was stripped and a knock on from the Eels, so the Knights will get the ball here. Very animated, Caitlin Johnston as well. Look at Samaima Taufa there, being in battle.
I feel like every time we watch Samaima play, there's vision of that because she's just puts herself in the thick of it constantly, never stops. Joey mentioned she squats 180 kilos. She just...
I had a look at the tip shot, 188.
188. That's one of those squats where the bar bends. That's ridiculous.
Samaima, not on the jersey. You've got to get that fixed up. See your trainer.
And no mouth guard.
And she does not want to go off either.
Opens up regularly. It's the body on the line. She won't be complaining.
Good, Matt. All right, that's fine.
Samaima Taufa.
Wait for the break call. Line properly. No, wait. Get your lock in. All right, feed it. Come on, break.
For the Knights.
Maddie now. All the way here. All the way, Ellie. Go.
12 points all. 13 minutes remaining.
Clear the ball. To me here. Wait.
Johnson was searching for a penalty there. It's called milking. Oh, there's a knock on. Nuasala putting the ball down.
Release. Wait. Stay on the mark.
Just another example too, by the way, of the battle that these players have been in. Have a look at this shot from the... Look at that for a shiner. That is something else. Oh my goodness me.
Broken cheekbone.
That was more than a shiner. So that was Therese Ayton on the sideline. Wow. There's some good defence from the Knights. Maynard, a bit slow to get up. Taufa. May.
Once again.
Toka.
Fresh up. Body on the line. Not much technique, but just threw herself.
Maddie Studden, good pick up on the half volley. Kicking that one for the in-goal area. Teitzel, the ball sits up kindly for her, up over the 10 and then looking to accelerate. Good chase though by the Eels.
Bit of fatigue creeping into the game now, Joey.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple of errors popping up and even just that pass nearly going to the ground.
Your outside backs in the dummy half. Help out your forwards.
There's a good run. Very strong run from Vaiakolo. After the quick play the ball as well. There's a dummy and then straight up the middle they go. That is a very good run there from Crystal Rodder. 10 metres into Parramatta territory. Here's Tillett. Now it's the last.
Just been informed by Middo, there's never been a field goal in the WNRL.
Well, there's not going to be one here as well because they're going to be made to hand the ball over on the last.
Who would the field goal come from? Alana?
From the Knights, Dib.
Dib, yeah.
And I'd back Tillett too. I haven't seen her do it. Haven't seen her play much footy because she sort of just came onto the scene at All Stars. But just given her skill set and kicks in general play, I reckon she's got it in her arsenal.
Navidi straight through. Gets to the little halfway line. That is a great run from Taina Navidi. Now it's the Eels on the front foot. She'll get up and play it. This game is really starting to open up now. It's great to watch. Hennessy, 25 metres away from the line. Oh, had a little bo peep there, Dids. Sirene Takatoka has had a wonderful game had a little look and the ball went down.
Got ahead of herself a little bit there, but they did well, the Eels, because they were on the front foot. They were getting some nice quick play the balls. Just that line break there really got them on the front foot, gave them that little bit of momentum, and the opportunity was there because the Knights had a fractured defensive line off the back of some quick play the balls. Yeah, the pass didn't go to her chest, but she probably should have caught that one.
Yeah, we saw the previous set, the dummy half for the Knights. Rodder got into the open field just around the ruck. Like to see that's where the Knights to attack. Like their skipper, get around the middle of the field, Teitzel.
So the Knights getting a march downfield. See a few gaps open up. NRLW going to 35-minute halves this year, which is great to see. It's a strong charge on Newcastle. Caitlin Johnson passing before the line on this occasion. Very good pass on her. Now, Rotter going to Tillett. Puts it in the air. Well, that's knocked on from Parramatta. This will be 6 more tackles here as Teitzel had it. She didn't see the call. Puts a kick down in towards the in-goal area. Betsy Welsh has it now for the Eels. Thought about a pass and elected to straighten before she was tackled. Rotter, one of the defenders there for the Knights. Teitzel couldn't hear the call of 6 more. Is that a turning point late in the contest?
Well, we're sitting at just over 7 minutes to go, 12 apiece, and they were heading towards the try line, so it could have been a big moment. We'll see how it plays out.
The
Eels now 5 short of halfway, 12 points all. We anticipated a close contest, and that's exactly what we're getting. Malungi now. On another error there from Nai Toka.
Yeah, Lana, you spoke about fatigue in the game. Some of the passes just not hitting the mark. Big opportunity here for the Knights.
Knights on the attack. And Kira Dibb, just looking down the touchline, who's been off the field for a few minutes, has just come back on and really looking to get involved. That's a good tackle on Charlotte Scanlon. Rotter goes here to Rummy Teitzel. Tillett gets a pass away, and the Knights now all of a sudden about 17 metres away from the Eels line. 2 tackles left in this set for Newcastle. Rotter goes on her own out of dummy half. The Eels defence were up to the task. Here's the last tackle. What can they do here? Do they know it's the last? They're charging towards the line. It'll be a turnover.
Last tackle, hand over there.
Romy Teitzel caught with the ball on the last tackle. Now the Eels have it.
You'd like to see a kick there, but it's a good spot to give the ball back to Parramatta. Sometimes in these positions, you don't want to risk putting it dead, giving the opposition 7 tackles start from the 20. They defend here, they'll get the ball back around their 40-metre mark.
This is where we'll see a little bit of character come out with about 5 minutes to go and plenty of fatigue in both of these sides. And it's something you can't see through your TV screen, but it is hot, it is muggy. These women have not played a game of football in over 8 months. So to put it into perspective, they're in really testing conditions, but 5 minutes to go, they're gonna have to put everything on the line. And it's just which team's willing to do that a little bit more at this point, because they're sitting pretty even.
Studden goes short on that occasion. There was some good defence there from Caitlin Johnston.
That was a massive tackle. Last play. And just watch this tackle here. There was so much space there, they decided to run the ball in the last. Have a look, it's for a tackle. Over the ball. Shuts it down. And gives the Knights an opportunity in great field position. That was some tackle.
Amy Frezard hit hard. Now Kira Dibb goes out the back. And ducking under a high shot. Casey Badger says play on here. Thought she was about to blow the whistle. It looked like there was a high shot there from the Eels, but it's play on here for Newcastle, 20 metres away. Do they think about one? There's just under 4 minutes remaining. Do they go one more to the post? No, Dibb fires it out wide. Tillett inside. Well, went to go inside to Teitzel, elected to hang on to the ball. Here's the last play. Do they think 1 point? They're not exactly set up for it. Here's Kira Dibb. Grubbers it. Was it played at? No. Still the last. Autumn Rain Stevens fires a pass out wide that went forward.
Oh, bad
Went
luck.
forward. Katie Green couldn't handle it anyway, but it was a forward pass. So close.
You can see that it's not in their mindset to take that field goal, can't you? Because Kira Dibb was set up perfectly to take that kick. She would have slotted it too, but it's obviously just not on the radar at the moment. But what a pill if that had have stuck. That would have been game done and dusted. Still some great footy from the Knights.
Well, there's cramps happening. There's HIA assessments. There's just everyone out on their feet. What a good contest. 3 minutes remaining, nothing in it.
Do you on, Alana?
Well, the Knights, but I still think it really comes down to territory and field position at the moment. So if they can keep the Eels in this side of, on this side of the 50-metre line, then I think the Knights, in terms of their attack, have a little bit more to offer.
Well, this is great entertainment on your Sunday afternoon, day one, round one of NRLW. And we have saved the best till last. 12 points all, 2.5 minutes remaining. It's the Eels now with the ball, 10 short of halfway. Jemima Taufa, 2 short of halfway. The Eels try scorer in the second half, Jemima Taufa. Here's Maddie Studden, drifting, going short, and they're 10 metres away. This is the last tackle. They need a good kick here, the Eels. It goes to Studden. Puts it high, in between, winger and fullback. What about the bounce? Oh, and a pass, goodness me. Under 2 minutes remaining. Throwing passes like that.
That's good defence from the Eels, trapping them down this end.
Varcolo having to go back and play it. Thought she was able to escape the clutches of the defenders there. Now Parramatta better watch out. Oh, no, they put it down.
Oh, bad luck.
It was on.
The pass was on.
Katie Green just couldn't reel it in. Fazard saw the opportunity. Oh. Risk reward.
Heads in.
A minute remaining and Parramatta now with a scrum feed.
All right, feed it.
Centre fields. Nate Toka feeds it. Now Lungy goes to Studden. Now it's with Penatani. And Penatani stopped 9 metres away from the line. We're into the final minute. Can the Eels score to win the game? Abby Church, she's been strong. Now Lungy, they go short. Jemima Taufa going towards the line. She's going to be stopped 3 metres short of the line. Are they thinking, well, no, they're going there, and they're lucky for the line. Can she get the ball down? She's over it. I think she has. We're going to check.
All right.
Has the ball hit the ground? I thought I saw it hit the turf. Let's have a listen.
I've no try. Can you just see if she gets the ball to the line?
Here we go, the bunker. Has Shirley Maulungi scored the match-winning try for the Eels? Does it go down?
Still has possession at this point. The ball is up.
The ball goes down there. But looks like she may have lost control of the ball.
From that angle, it's a big call, isn't it, to overturn the on-field decision.
Ball still appears up at this point.
Although it gets down.
Big call, game on the line.
We can't see the ball actually hitting the ground, and it's gone up as no try. I think the ball's
Nothing
still up.
further to indicate the ball has been grounded. Tackle is complete at this point.
Oh, so it'll be a no try. So here comes the decision and confirmation that it's no try.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. What about the defence from the Knights, Joey? I know you were giving them a big rap in the first half.
Desperation.
Last tackle. They're set up for a field goal. It goes to Maddie Studden. She's got time and she has kicked it. Maddie Studden has kicked the Eels to victory with a match-winning field goal. Parramatta 13 at Newcastle 12. The clock stops with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, we heard from Minnow before, there hasn't been a field goal in NRLW just yet. Maddie Studden slots the first one straight through the post.
It's going to kick to your side, Kaylee.
So there'll be a short kick-off here from the Knights. Maddie Studden, the hero. 13-12, the Eels in front.
Stay on side. Make sure you stay on. Stay on side here.
One play. The kickoff doesn't go short. Little bounce. Studden's got it for the Eels. And that'll be all she wrote for this one. Siren will sound. The Eels will go to ground, and that's full time. A thriller in the NRLW. Victory to the Eels. The Knights can certainly hold their heads up high. What a game of football.